Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I am in the second position and I see that there is not a lot of ore and wheat on this board. The only wheat is at the 8 and the 9 spot. I do like the 659 spot here. Gets me the best brick, not the best wheat but decent wheat and sheep. And also I get accessibility to the wheat port. But I also like the 693 spot. Gives me little wheat but grabs the best ore and the strongest brick on the board, and I do have accessibility to the brick port as well, so that would be a huge plus. I can also go for something like 834 or uh, 934. 834 gives me the best sheep, a decent ore and little wheat. 934 actually blocks everyone else from getting a strong ore wheat spot. But then the 692 spot will be open, and with the brick port that would be a pretty strong setup. So I think I will go for 693 and point to the right towards the brick port, and also towards the 3:1 port makes sense to me. Here blue can go for something like 695. As I said, that's the highest producing spot on this board and pretty strong one too. When it comes back to me, I wouldn't mind getting a spot like 6311 or this one, or maybe the other 6311 as well. That increases my brick production, and that would be helpful for me to when I get to the brick port. 61112 would also be fine, although the production is a little low, but I think I can point upwards and build on the 912 spot, increasing my wheat production, and also I will make use of the brick port. So gray actually places on 6311 and ruins all the plans that I was making over there. So now I think something like 834 would be good for me, but I believe pink might, oh sorry, blue will go for 834 here. So maybe I might have to go for something like 4511 so that I can get some sheep and a little more ore. Okay, blue here goes for 4th, 9, 11. So I do have the option of going for something like 3, 10, 11, point down and then build on the 834. I don't think red would go for 834 because red doesn't want any more uh, wood and wheat. Red would want to get something like a 9, 10 2, point down and then build on 5 2, or maybe go for something like a 9, 10. But so I can go for something like 3, 10, 11 and point down and then build on the 834 later. But I don't think that's a risk worth taking. I will just build on 834, and even pointing upwards doesn't make a lot of sense because if I point to the right, red will place on 10 3 11, and they know that they can reach 9 10 2 later on in the game. So I will just point downwards and then try and build on the 3:1 port. Yeah, my guess is red will go for either 9 10 2 or 3 10 11. The other option red has is a 5 4, which isn't bad per se. They do get a little more wheat, and also, sorry, they do get sheep and ore. That's the only resources that they don't produce just yet. Yeah, Red is taking quite some time to decide what they want to do, and then goes for 9-10-2, which is completely understandable. Here, I don't think I have the strongest setup, but I do have a decent setup for sure. So blue now has a city in hand already. That's pretty strong. So I would love to roll a 7 here, block blue and steal from blue as well. Instead, I roll a 6. So I can build a single road. At this point, I will build towards the brick port. I think that's the best option I have. And end my turn. Blue will surely be able to get a city now. And blue getting an early city on the 695 would be very, very strong. I will go for a 1:2. I know. So seems like blue wants to get a road and a city. That would be too strong. Hopefully nobody else trades with blue. Yeah, does accept that trade. I know because blue is getting a city, blue would love to get that trade. Gray here can easily block the 9 ore and should be stealing from blue, but yeah, does block the 9 ore. And I think blue should be a easy target at this point because blue already has a city, but blocks, I mean, steals from red. Not sure what they wanted there. Seems like gray is trying to build towards the wheat port, which makes sense. I don't think anybody has a sheep that they can give away just yet. So I will just hold on to my cards. Not much that I can do. So blue is in a very strong position. I think blue will be asking for an. So if blue gets another ore, blue will get a city, and that would be very, very strong for blue. And 8 does roll, so that does give sheep to gray. Another 8 rolls. I think gray might want to do a trade like this. Seems like gray doesn't want to do any trade. Let's see what they want. So gray not wanting to trade away a sheep, although they do have 2 sheeps in hand, is a little surprising to me. So at this point, I think I might just have to do a 4:1, convert my wheat into sheep and end my turn. A 7 is rolled here. Yeah, solo blocks gray. I do not mind that at all. Does get a dev card as well. And gray did not play a knight. So the dev card that they have is probably not a knight. Oh, it's a year of plenty. Makes complete sense. I would have liked if they built another road and then made a settlement that would have blocked uh, blue from building on the 9-10 spot and become even stronger. So here I do get my settlement and I think I'll just end my turn. Not much that I can do. So these 2s have been pretty strong for red, and the 9s have been very strong for blue for sure, giving 2 ores and 2 wheats. So my next focus would be to get a city. This trade seems a little too good, but I think I am going to accept it. I know red has to do a 4:1 there. Although they do get another city, but I don't mind that just yet. Ruling a 7 here is pretty easy to block blue. And let's see if I can get another wheat. Okay, maybe if I can get a brick for ore trade, I will be able to get a city as well. Maybe, yeah, so looks like I might just have to hold on to the cards I have. Solo blocks me, wow. And steals from me. So now I do have a city in hand, which is pretty good. Hopefully a 7 is rolled so that I can move the robber away from my settlement spot. I would be able to get us road towards the 3:1 spot. Another 2 is rolled. So at this point, I think I will just get a city and hold on to the cards I have. Just wondering if getting the 3:1 spot on the towards wheat is better, or if building over here is better. I think building towards wheat is slightly better, because if I do get a dev card later on in the game, and if that's a road building, I might be able to build towards the sheep. And because I don't produce any sheep just yet, that would be a good expansion spot for me. So because fives haven't rolled, Gray is the only one who has sheep in hand. I wouldn't mind doing a 1:2 here. Yeah, I will accept this trade. I don't mind getting 2 ores. And I think Gray should be targeting blue by blocking the 9 ore. The 9 ore is a very easy block for Gray. And this targets red again. That's all right. I don't think that's the best move, but that's what it is. 3 rolls, that's pretty good roll for me, giving me 2 wheat and a wood. So now if a 6 rolls, I will be able to get a settlement on the 3:1 tile. And a 6 does roll. That's pretty good for me actually. Let's see if I can get a sheep for a wheat. If this trade goes through, I will be able to get a settlement and a dev card. Let's see what Gray wants. Okay, maybe Gray doesn't want to trade. Another two rolls. So these twos have been very frequent, and red has been very lucky with those twos being rolled over and over again. I am a little surprised that Grey so far has been targeting red and hasn't targeted blue at all. I would love to roll a 7 on my turn. Blue having to lose their cards and then me targeting blue would be wow. They want a break. Sorry, want a sheep. I think everybody will be offering a counter trade for that, especially because fives haven't rolled and so blue hasn't been able to get any sheep, and red and me do not produce any sheep at all. A pretty strong trade there by uh, Grey, getting a ore and a wheat for a single sheep. A 10 gives 4 bricks to red, but not sure what they would want to do. I think red would want to get a settlement on the 5-2 spot so that they can get a 3:1 trade. I wouldn't mind offering a brick. They can do a 4:1 if they want. And I don't think anybody has a wood in hand just yet. Goes for a dev card, that is completely okay. Goes for 2 dev cards. Wow. As I already said, I would love to roll a 7. Instead, I roll a 5 that gives blue the sheep that they have been looking for so long. Let's see if I can get 2 dev cards here. No, if I do that trade, I still am not able to get 2 dev cards. So in that case, I think I will just go for a city on the 8-3-4 spot and end my turn. 7 does roll. So here blue can target me, but I'm happy that blue themselves have to lose at least 5 cards. Yeah, does target me. I don't mind them blocking the 8 wheat because yeah. So Grey will now. So yeah, I was saying that I don't mind them blocking the 8 wheat because red has a dev card. Probably they have a knight. Grey solo targets me, but I think the 9 ore was a better block. Again, just like previous turn, I would love to roll a 7 on my turn. Red has been making these outrageous offers, and if Grey keeps on accepting that, Grey will be able to get a city pretty quickly. Okay, does a 1:1 with blue. So I do roll a 9 here, but I don't think there's much that I can do. So I'll just hold on to these cards. Another 7. So blue again losing 5 cards is pretty good. Blue has been hampered quite a bit because of these rolls. And I think they will again block the 8 wheat and target me. Yeah, they do target me. A little unfortunate. I think red is just going under the radar. Red is in a pretty strong position too. And now these fives have started rolling. So red will be able to get a road and a settlement this turn for sure. Okay, place the road building. Wow. So doesn't have a knight, I think. Yeah, I would accept this trade for now. Although I know I am giving a settlement to red, but it is better than blue accepting that trade. And I think this would also divert the target away from me. I roll a 11, that doesn't help me in any way. So I think I'll just build a road and end my turn here. A 7 would be nice. Okay, a 6 rolls, that's fine as well. Gives me 3 bricks. So I believe red here will get the longest road in the next few turns. I think should block the 9 over now and target blue, but might target me again. Yeah, does target me. Luckily takes my brick, so I can still get a dev card next turn. Plays the knight. Wow, double steals from me. I don't think I'm that big a threat just yet. I mean, giving a brick would be fine. They have already stolen 2 bricks, so I don't think they want more of that. But a 11 did roll, so maybe they would want to get the longest road. So that's a possibility. Blue can get the longest road as well, so that's a little scary. Yeah, so now Grey playing the knight was surely a mistake because they did not make use of the knight at all. But in any case, I think red would target me and not blue. Yeah, does target me, and so little unfortunate with the way these targets have been going on. Yeah, I do roll a 7, so that's good. And I over here have to target blue, I believe, but I would target red for now, just because red has. I mean, blue will immediately play a knight and unblock themselves and block me. So I would rather block a red. And I know most likely red does not have a def card here. A couple of 10s are pretty strong for red. Red would now surely be able to get the longest road this turn if a 7 isn't rolled just here now. So 7 doesn't roll. I will be able to get a single settlement. Yeah, okay. Seems like red is going for a dev card or just holds on to those cards. I would have surely gotten the longest road here. A 9 rolls. Let's see if I can get this trade. If this trade goes on, I will be able to get a settlement and a city. So blue accepting that trade looks fine to me. So I get a settlement and a city. So pretty strong turn by me there. But blue, I think, is also in a very strong position. Should be able to get at least 2 dev cards and also build a few roads. I believe we'll be able to get the longest road as well. Okay, I'm happy that they are not trying to connect their roads. That would be very strong. The fact that nobody has gotten the longest road just yet is something that I surely have in mind. So if a 6 and a 4 rolls, I should be able to get the longest road for myself and just win the game. or maybe a 6 and a 3 as well. That is just a fine roll for me. Uh, yeah, maybe I asked for a wood. Yeah, so looks like so I don't mind Gray getting the longest road. They aren't in the lead just yet, but these 10 rolls have been helping Red quite a bit. So Red should now be able to connect their settlements and get the longest road. Yeah, looks like that's exactly what Red is trying to do. So probably Red is on 9 points and gets a city, so Red just wins the game there. So maybe I should have helped Gray in getting the longest road. So I could have accepted a trade and let Gray secure the longest road there. So that surely was an option. But I think the 10 roll helped Red win the game. These 10s were quite a strong roll for Red, and they did roll quite a bit. Yeah, pretty decent game by me. I think my downfall was not having a decent win condition here because I did not have any sheep. I did not go for the largest army, and because I did not have enough wood production to begin with, I did not even go for the longest road, and plus my settlements were too far away to connect them and get the longest road. So, but still, I mean, I was blocked quite a lot. Red wasn't targeted for a very long time. So if I hadn't been targeted as much as I was, I think I would have won the game. So because I believe Gray and Blue both targeted me, and even Red blocked my 6 once. So that was a little unfortunate there. But overall, pretty decent game. Let's see the ELO board here. I think, yeah, I am at 870 now. I've been here for a few games now. I think last 2 games I haven't had. I have been between 500 and 1000 last few games. So would want to move up in the ranking. Anyway, bye for now and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.